Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriesttogethertravel.com. Hey everyone, welcome to the Friday night stream. It is May 12th. We are now live on the air, and as we look at our network today, everything looks online and healthy as we go through it. And as we said we would, we're going to take a look at the 10-day weather forecast. And there we are. So this takes us from May 12th through May 19th. As you can see, it looks like we've got nothing but rain, folks. Pretty much every day. The only real low break is there's a low chance that we're going to have it on Tuesday, May 16th. Right around lunch, there's a low chance of rain, but that's about it. So long of the skinny on that one, folks, is it's going to be really difficult to get too many in the way of jobs in, depending on how wet it is and things like that. So we definitely got to be mindful of that as we move forward to the next 10 days. We got a couple of viewers in here. But do bear in mind these first 20 minutes of the stream, we're just kind of going over announcements and things like that. And we went over the weather there. Looks like it's going to be a rainy, soggy, weathery week. Looks like wind's going to be really low, though, so that should fare well for the Hyperfusion network. Currently, right now, our known issues that we have is we have some issues over in the Cassie Tower. So if you're off that tower, be mindful of that. We think we had a access point move on the tower there, so we got several folks that are offline out there in Cassie. And of course, since Little Midland is downstream from that one, they'll most likely be having some issues as well. We are working on addressing those as soon as we can. Like I said, we're just working through all of our repairs one by one. Other than that, the network seems to be pretty strong. We've had a few reports from up north off of Kempner, Maine, of some slow speeds, but we're looking into those. Yeah, that's how it would be. Now, on continuing with our currently known network issues. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? We do keep having a funny issue with Burnett, Maine East Access Point, but we are working on tuning that one out. We're going to be making some changes on Burnett, Maine here coming up pretty soon. That should resolve those. So for the most part, though, it does look like the network is remaining strong. Outside of those known issues that we reported. Looking pretty good on our outage block, not too many outages going on there. We did get some unconfirmed reports that there might be some weather coming in. So we're going to look at the weather radar real quick. I happen to prefer the one by AccuWeather. It's just simpler and easy to get at. Oh boy, that looks fun. Look at that. We got a whole line coming in, folks. Looks like it's heading this way, but it'll be a bit of time before it gets in. I'm flashing a little bit here. My computer's being really finicky today. And please don't forget, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Like our videos. Those kinds of things really do help the channel out quite a bit. We're just a small channel getting going. So we want to make sure that we get as many subscribers as we can. Now, as far as next week's field work goes, we do have a few things that we're working on. We're working over in the Park Road 4 area and Buchanan Dam and Andis and some of those outer line areas, but we're having to work that work in between, obviously, all this weather and storms that are coming in. So if you're in any of those areas, like I said, Park Road 4, Buchanan Dam area, Inks Lake area, um, or if you're up north in Chica Ranch, we're going to be coming up there pretty soon in Pecan Valley and getting that finished off. I don't think that's going to be next week, though. Could be several weeks, maybe even next month for that one. Just kind of depends on how it all plays out with storms and stuff like that. So, um, just be mindful of that. We can't always predict the weather. We can't always predict when we're going to be having weather, but we try to do the best we can, and that's why we're starting this streaming here on YouTube, is to keep folks more informed about what's going on and keep more up to date on things. It looks like we got some cloud cover coming in. 67 degrees right now, so it's a pretty modest temperature. Really muggy out today, though. It's been real muggy. Will was out doing some work on Park Road 4 today, and he was telling me that it was really muggy out there today. So obviously we got a lot of moisture in the air. So it's probably going to rain pretty good. Now, on to our company policy reminders for the day. Do bear in mind that all of our invoices run from the first day of the month to the last day of the month. And we ask folks to try and pay those a few days beforehand, but we do generate the invoices 3 weeks before that to give folks 3 weeks, time to pay their bills. Outside of that, there really hasn't been too much in the way of policy changes lately. So, I mean, everything's pretty much as it's always been. Outside of that, the only thing we got left to go over that I wanted to go over tonight is some Fusion Portal. I don't know, I guess you call them tips and tricks. How to get into the Fusion Portal, what it looks like, etc., etc. So, I have my handy dandy little screen sharing program. And if you go to portal.hyperfusiontech.com, it'll take you to the portal login screen. And I'm going to show you an example of what that looks like. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. We'll go to this one. Okay, so when you log in, the subscriber screen will look just like this. Not much to it. You want to pay your bill, or even if your balance is zero, you can hit that add credit button in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, right there, and that'll let you make a payment whenever you want to. If you have an ended service, you can reactivate service, and all your information about your service will be located right here. And if you click on support, and these are all your support tickets, they'll pop up over. It looks a little bit different on mobile. If you shrink it down, it'll kind of show you what it looks like on a mobile phone. So as you can see, it's a pretty slick system. Looks good on a mobile device, I would think. And if you go under the gear cog, under payments, this is where you can add a payment subscription. Whenever you're adding a payment subscription, though, always make sure you set the date to the 26th of the month if you're going to do it by a card. It's just because of the way the processing works. We get less fees that way. More or less of what it boils down to. So, good news for the next coming up week is winds are predicted to be light, but it is predicted to be wet. So we'll kind of see where we land with all the weather and the work. So feel free to chat though, folks, if you have any questions about the network status or anything going on with weather or stuff you've heard around town or any just basic questions, feel free to chat in the chat box. I may be on audio only, but I am here talking away. I somehow lost one of my audio cables, so we had music, but we do not have music tonight. So I will have to figure out something to do to get some of that audio going. So, does anybody have any questions out there in TV land? We'll move into some Q&A if anyone has any technology questions or anything like that. So that's the updates for tonight. As you can see, the weather looking pretty good. It's going to be nice and wet and rainy. Thank you for the like, whoever liked the feed. We certainly appreciate that, and that certainly helps. Every little bit helps. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Does look like that weather's getting pretty close to burn it, though. So do be mindful tonight, folks. Make sure all your windows are shut. And you don't want to get your car inside of your car getting all wet. So we have 5 viewers. We're happy you're online for sure. And you feel free to chat in the chat box and get that going. We definitely want to get that going. If you have any technology related questions, anything, something you always wondered about the internet, how it works, I'll do my best. Just another way that we can close the digital divide by, you know, teaching folks and let them know how the internet works and how they can make the internet work for them. Those viewers are certainly picking up, though. But do be mindful, you can, I think you can watch backwards on a stream anyway. Hey there, viewer. Welcome to the YouTube stream. We were just checking out some weather and keeping an eye on it, seeing how it's going to affect our network tonight. So if you have any technology or internet questions, don't be afraid to use the chat and ask. Although it is not required, we certainly appreciate any tips. So if you use your uh, bank's online app, it's got the Zelle built into it. You can just make a picture of the QR code there on our stream. Nice and simple there for you, but not required. But do please subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and give us a thumbs up. We know that's kind of tedious, but it really does help out. When you're getting started doing the YouTube thing. So any thumbs up and likes we get, certainly appreciated. Yeah, I hear you there, Shonda. It's definitely been kind of dry. We definitely can use the rain. As soon as we do find a squeak in the weather, though, once we get all these repairs caught up, we'll definitely get the team out there. I couldn't answer when. Um, Will makes those decisions, and he builds out the schedule, so I can't dip into his canoe, as it were.
Hey Shonda, this is Will. I just want to let you know this is going to be an all day thing, and we're going to be focusing 100% when the day comes solely on you.
For those of you who don't know, that was Will, our engineering manager, our chief of engineering. And we got some new people that are just starting to train in their first couple of days too. Everyone, so the amount of work we'll be able to pump out here is very quickly going to drastically increase from what it was before. So we certainly want to take note of that. Just remember, folks, we're here every Friday night doing our streams and interactive tech Q&A, talking about all the latest and greatest stuff going on. Hey there, Michael. Well, there are some things it'll do on the UISP app. I actually have a handy little thing there, Mr. Michael, that will allow me to stream my phone up here. So just give me a little second. Just takes a minute to load. All right. All right, here we go. No, it's not. UISP mobile app. See that? You wouldn't be able to get into. The only thing that the UISP mobile app really does for subscribers is just gives you basically a local device discovery. If I was going to recommend a mobile app for subscribers, what I would use is the Wi-Fi Man app. Because what that can do is a full discovery of all your network devices, as you can see here. As well, it does a handy wireless scan, so it helps you find interference and things like that. So you can make sure you can set your router in the correct channel, and it can do 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz, as you can see here. Yeah, that's for you to amplify. All right. So, let's see here. Wi-Fi signal strength. Well, we don't have a Unify router for that one. But what's nice with the Wi-Fi man, it also does the speed test and it does discovery. But the UISP mobile app is more for installers than it is for subscribers. The Wi-Fi man app is the one that's for subscribers. And as you can see, the Spectrum Internet is actually doing okay tonight. Not too bad. I'm pretty impressed with it. So that's just a bit about the Wi-Fi man app. We find it very handy, very easy to use. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just kind of getting over it being really dusty today. We're cleaning out a old storage shed. I really appreciate you popping on, Mr. Michael, and we'll be out there just as soon as we can get a lull in the weather here to get out there and get you all fixed up. We try to be a little different from most providers, and that's why we're doing our streams. You know, a lot of people these days sometimes can get kind of confused with all the stuff going on online, and we like to help out where we can. You know, answer questions and teach people and things like that. Hashtag views the community. Hey there, viewers. How are you? And welcome to the Friday night stream. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We did already go over network conditions and things like that, but if you have questions about it, I am certainly happy to repeat and go over again many times as we need. That's what we're here for. That's what we train for. Woo hoo. But I cannot see who is watching unless you type. So you got to type. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. We have the weather pulled up for the next 10 days. Hey, folks, so it looks like we're getting some not quite yet confirmed reports, but it looks like we might get some localized hail going on here tonight. So make sure you cover up your vehicles. And it looks like there's a real flood watch. I'm not sure what a real flood watch is. Aerial, a real. I'm not sure how that might go, but it looks like it's going on until about 8 p.m. Around here, everybody should know to be on the lookout for floods, though, as it does get kind of hairy there sometimes. Let's see what it says in Burnett. Burnett, Texas. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Just checking the weather. Calm down. Keep it cool. And it still says that aerial. Why does that not say aerial? I don't understand what that means at all. I think we need a weather person to decipher all this madness. But golf is good, and so we're thankful for that. Outdoor pests are extreme. They have an outdoor pest map? Oh, not quite. Just bars. So it looks like reports of the storm moving at 25 miles per hour. That's good to know. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Don't want the still frame. Let's refresh the feed and see what we get. And please, folks, if you got any pictures or video of the storm, please let us know. We are live streaming and beaming, and we'll probably stay on here with the storm, so. We like to post those things, especially when our subscribers take nifty, cool photos. Welcome to the Friday night stream, viewer. It's good to have you aboard. We're just checking out the weather right now and keeping an eye on it. No, 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 no. So we're on the Friday night stream. Time to play with my new soundboard and some of the things that it can do. I don't even know what half of these buttons do. Well, now we know what that one does. I know, thank you. Quite funny. I appreciate it. Oh, no. Oh, that one was kind of disturbing. That button reads shot. Oh, I don't even know if I should press the naughty button. We have a naughty button. I have no idea what it does. What's a clap laugh? I don't know about that one. That was kind of lame. It's kind of groovy. It's got some tunage. It's got some tunage. Dun, 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 dun. It's kind of groovy. It gets it down like a movie. I know, right? That's pretty good, huh? Huh. I wonder what this one does. Hey, hey. That's disturbing. Okay, fail. Oh, kind of. Ooh, disdain. Ooh. Okay, this button is labeled. Where do you get a kick out of this one? This button is labeled unreliable. I have no idea what to make of that. I swear to God, the button says unreliable. And that's the audio clip that is stored in that button by default. I don't, I cannot believe that for the life of me. Dun-dun-dun-dun. It is rather nice having a audio mixing board, though. It does make things quite a bit easier. Thank you for the like. Whoever just liked our stream here, our hyperfusion stream. Quite nifty. Oh, wait. Oh, we've got the very good button.
Amazing!
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 Amazing! Let's see, what do we got here? We got, oh yeah, epic fail. We are having some lovely black beans and chimichangas for supper tonight, provided by our local Burnett HEB. Yeah, our local HEB in Burnett here is still in quite a disarray. They've been working on the remodel for probably a month and a half now, at least. It's an awfully weird weather line. I've been watching this radar now for about 2 hours, and it just seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, it does look like it's going about 25 miles an hour.
Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriesttogethertravel.com. As a friendly reminder, folks, if you haven't, please get your pet spayed or neutered. It really does help. And please, please, folks, in February, the shelter took in 76 dogs, and they're at full capacity. So please get in there and adopt these dogs. And if you don't have the means to properly care for a dog, please consider donating to the shelter instead to help these guys out. We certainly don't want any doggies or pets coming back to the shelter. And make sure you mark your calendars, everyone, for April 29th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. with the Hill Country Humane Society in their Wags to Riches event. Hyperfusion is a proud supporter of the Hill Country Humane Society. Remember, folks, lots of pets need forever homes. Don't buy from a pet store. Adopt a pet who really needs your love and a forever home. Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriesttogethertravel.com. As a friendly reminder, folks, if you haven't, please get your pet spayed or neutered. It really does help. And please, please, folks, in February, the shelter took in 76 dogs, and they're at full capacity. So please get in there and adopt these dogs. And if you don't have the means to properly care for a dog, please consider donating to the shelter instead to help these guys out. We certainly don't want any doggies or pets coming back to the shelter. And make sure you mark your calendars, everyone, for April 29th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. with the Hill Country Humane Society in their Wags to Riches event. Hyperfusion is a proud supporter of the Hill Country Humane Society. Remember folks, lots of pets need forever homes. Don't buy from a pet store, adopt a pet who really needs your love and a forever home. Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriesttogethertravel.com. As a friendly reminder, folks, if you haven't, please get your pet spayed or neutered. It really does help. And please, please, folks, in February, the shelter took in 76 dogs, and they're at full capacity. So please get in there and adopt these dogs. And if you don't have the means to properly care for a dog, please consider donating to the shelter instead to help these guys out. We certainly don't want any doggies or pets coming back to the shelter. And make sure you mark your calendars, everyone, for April 29th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. with the Hill Country Humane Society in their Wags to Riches event. Hyperfusion is a proud supporter of the Hill Country Humane Society. Remember folks, lots of pets need forever homes. Don't buy from a pet store, adopt a pet who really needs your love and a forever home. Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriesttogethertravel.com. As a friendly reminder, folks, if you haven't, please get your pet spayed or neutered. It really does help. And please, please, folks, in February, the shelter took in 76 dogs, and they're at full capacity. So please get in there and adopt these dogs. And if you don't have the means to properly care for a dog, please consider donating to the shelter instead to help these guys out. We certainly don't want any doggies or pets coming back to the shelter. And make sure you mark your calendars, everyone, for April 29th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. with the Hill Country Humane Society in their Wags to Riches event. Hyperfusion is a proud supporter of the Hill Country Humane Society. Remember, folks, lots of pets need forever homes. Don't buy from a pet store. Adopt a pet who really needs your love and a forever home. Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriesttogethertravel.com. As a friendly reminder, folks, if you haven't, please get your pet spayed or neutered. It really does help. And please, please, folks, in February, the shelter took in 76 dogs, and they're at full capacity. So please get in there and adopt these dogs. And if you don't have the means to properly care for a dog, please consider donating to the shelter instead to help these guys out. We certainly don't want any doggies or pets coming back to the shelter. And make sure you mark your calendars, everyone, for April 29th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. with the Hill Country Humane Society in their Wags to Riches event. Hyperfusion is a proud supporter of the Hill Country Humane Society. Remember folks, lots of pets need forever homes. Don't buy from a pet store, adopt a pet who really needs your love and a forever home. Come on and go cruising with your friends, man. Call Ivy Munn with Capturing Memories Together Travel Agency for a great Caribbean cruise today for just $3,647 and ask about the onboard credit of $50 when you call her at 830-613-0161, or you can find her on the web at www.capturingmemoriestogethertravel.com. As a friendly reminder, folks, if you haven't, please get your pet spayed or neutered. It really does help. And please, please, folks, in February, the shelter took in 76 dogs, and they're at full capacity. So please get in there and adopt these dogs. And if you don't have the means to properly care for a dog, please consider donating to the shelter instead to help these guys out. We certainly don't want any doggies or pets coming back to the shelter. And make sure you mark your calendars, everyone, for April 29th from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. with the Hill Country Humane Society in their Wags to Riches event. Hyperfusion is a proud supporter of the Hill Country Humane Society. Remember folks, lots of pets need forever homes. Don't buy from a pet store, adopt a pet who really needs your love and a forever home.